And in the studio today, we welcome into Compass FM at a slightly different time, Emily Belton, Youth Development Facilitator. She is part of the community team. Ahi, good afternoon.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you. Lovely to see you back in the studio. And look, we even managed to make it nice and fine for you today as well.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day. Had a couple of walks around town in my breaks, and it's so beautiful with the crisp air, but also the sunshine shining.
I found that the other night. I was coming back from the gym and I was coming up High Street, and I actually couldn't see the end of High Street because it was all foggy. But what I could see was these beautiful fairy lights in the trees, and it looked really picturesque. We're so lucky, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
We do.
We are.
Hey, so tell us what Waiyouth is up to. I hear you've got some cooking classes coming up. Sounds really interesting.
Yeah, so Waiyouth wanted to put on a couple of life skill events this year, and so they started off with a cooking class, and so they originally had it scheduled for earlier in May. Unfortunately, we didn't quite get the numbers that we needed to, so they've pushed it out a couple of more weeks, and hopefully this one will land a few more people available. So the 20th of June for 3:30 to 5:30 at Rangiora High. It's a $10 entry fee, but that just covers all your food, and you get to have that kai afterwards as well.
Yeah.
And so what we wanted, or what Waiyouth wanted, is to provide an opportunity for young people to learn a little bit more about how to operate a kitchen.
Right.
14 is the age that you can be at home alone, and so we wanted to provide an opportunity for young people to learn a few more skills so that they can feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more comfortable in the kitchen, so that if they needed to make a meal for themselves or a meal for their family, then they've got a little bit more of a basic knowledge of what's going on in terms of food safety and all of that side of things as well.
I think I have a 16-year-old at home, and he isn't overly confident with the gas stove, the gas burner. So I guess the great part with the Learn to Cook or the Learn To series, it's going to help with that confidence.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the thing. And that's the hard balance in learning life skills, is that from a very young age you're told as a child not to touch that because it's hot. But there comes a point when you need to start to learn that it is hot, but if I know what to do with the different buttons, different dials, then I can use it safely.
Or that's sharp.
Yes, exactly.
Don't lick the knife.
Yes.
And it's just, as you're saying, having that confidence of knowing how to cut an onion without, hurting yourself, or rolling off, or chicken, or whatever's, it's heading off in the other direction. So can you tell us what the first Learn To series to cook, can you tell us what they're going to be cooking?
Yeah, so it's going to be chili chicken wraps and then blueberry muffins.
Oh, nice. I haven't had lunch yet. That sounds great.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, maybe my now 18-year-old, maybe she can come along. So what ages are there? Yeah,
so it's 14 to 18.
Nice.
Now, if there are a couple of 12 to 13-year-olds out there who are wanting to get involved, just email me, emily.belton@wmk.govt.nz, and we can just have a chat about it.
I may very well do that, because I have a 12-year-old who loves being in the kitchen, so she might actually really enjoy this. And I love that it's only $10. So do we need to bring the money along on the day, or do we register?
Yeah, so registrations is key. Okay. So we've got a Humanitix site on the Waiyouth Facebook page, which is also linked to the Waimakariri community team page as well. So if you can't find it, it'll be on either the Waiyouth Facebook page or the Waimakariri community team page.
Perfect. Nice and easy. I love the fact that it's local as well too.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Great. Hey, so you've rescheduled that event because it's just been easier to we had King's birthday and all sorts of things happening, really, didn't we? Tell us about Youth Week.
Yeah, so Youth Week is for us is wrapping up this week. So this year what we have done is we partnered with a lot of community organisations and internally, departmentally as well. So what we've done is, instead of cramming everything into 7 days, we actually extended it out over 4 weeks.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Make it a month celebration.
Yeah, exactly. The youth deserve it, so why not?
Yeah.
So there was a range of activities through the primary week of Youth Week, which started on the 20th of May. But this weekend we have our final scheduled skate jam at Rangiora Dudley Park. We do have one still planned for Oxford. We're just finding out a new date because it was rained off last weekend.
Yeah.
So it'll be slightly extended
so
again.
Oxford, don't worry, it will still be happening.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get it back into your community shortly. But we've still got, the Skate Jam on Saturday. That is from 1 till 4 p.m. down at Dudley Park. Then we've also got the Green Space team is doing a Honda Forest planting in Kaiapoi, and that is earlier in the morning. Then we've also got the Tuhaitara Trust is also doing a planting as well at 10 a.m. as well. So if you can't go to Honda Forest, but you can go to Tuhaitara, planting options there.
Perfect.
And then on Tuesday will be the last learner license drop-in at Kaiapoi.
Yeah.
And that's from 3 till 5. But if you again with that one, if you're slightly late, that's fine. If you don't live in Kaiapoi, you're not coming from Kaiapoi High, then if you're there by 3:30, that'll be fine.
So where is the learner license drop-in being held?
At Kaiapoi Library.
Nice. I thought it was that, but I thought I'd just double check.
Good.
Make sure I turn up at the right place. So with that, what does that mean? Is it helping people go through their learner's license, which is an online situation?
So we've got youth, or MTFJ, Mayor's Task Force for Jobs, has organised for Youth Town to come in and deliver a session, or the last 3 sessions, and this is the final one. Around just different tips, different key learnings around the learner license. So there will be elements of going through tests, but there will also be more about the actual road code itself.
Yeah, great, because that is many pages.
It is.
And they just want you to be able to get your learner's license so that you can progress to maybe getting a job down the track.
Yeah, it definitely all helps.
Getting the independence, right?
Yep,
exactly. Being able to get out and about. Hey, Emily Belton from Waiyouth Youth Development Facilitator, thanks so much for coming in again today. Hey, how do we find out, where do we go to get more information about the cooking classes and Youth Week as well?
Yeah, so most of the information, if not all of it, is on the Waimakariri District Council Facebook page, or the Waimakariri Community Team page, and if not there, then it will be on the Waiyouth Facebook page.
So, failing that, parents, if you're not sure, just ask your kids. They'll know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Thanks so much for coming in. All the very best. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Compass FM.